Greetings, grassroots family. We're here in Montreal enjoying a nice evening, and I have a major surprise for you all. This man that I'm going to interview now is like a living legend, okay? He's been doing this thing for so long, and he's been doing it so good, still touring, still doing his thing, still representing. Oh boy, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek, okay?
Vernon Maytones, big up the grassroots production. See me? Anywhere you go is the same cry. Grassroots run things, yeah. Aye.
Okay, so like I was saying, this man has been doing this thing for a long time. A real living legend, a foundation artist. And those of you who know music will know this man by seeing him. And for you that don't know, the mighty Maytones, Mr. Vern Buckley.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Greetings.
Yes, aye.
Boy, it's been a long time we've been trying to do this, eh?
Too long.
Yeah, but the man's so busy, he's always in and out of town on tour. Where was your last tour?
Last tour is Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yeah, nice. You have
And
to support the people, you know.
Yeah.
When they call, you have to answer.
A year-to-year thing, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so people, if you know songs like Money Worries, well, hey, you have over 500 tunes. I can't even name, but you see the top one you would know from the movie Rockers?
Yeah.
Money Worries.
For real.
Yes.
Yes.
So tell the people, how did Maytones first start?
Well, start as youth, going to school, and just love the music business. And in Clarendon, it's music. Everywhere you turn is music. Everybody's singing, everybody doing something. So from there, I used to fool around, singing in classes and stuff. And somebody introduced Gigi to me. Gigi come and check me out and said, boy, I can't sing, you know. Go to studio and boom, first tune, Loving Reggae, hit. You know, and that's how it goes.
Okay, so we must tell the people, Maytones is made up of yourself and?
Gladstone.
Right.
Gladstone Grant, that's my partner, that's my neighbor in Jamaica.
Okay. So you two just grew up going to school together and then you sing together and you got your bus. So you were early, you started young then?
Early. About 15.
Wow.
Just as I passed my scholarship to go to Beer Technical High School, I get a break for the music and just go to take the music instead.
And what did your parents think at that time? Were they behind you? Were they fighting you? Were they saying like, oh no, school first?
They were mad, You know the same area, Glen Washington and everything. Glen Washington, same street.
Oh,
so
okay.
all of we used to make all drum out a putty and play drum at street side and entertain people at night time and things.
Okay.
Yeah, so it started.
Wow. So how did, okay, now you did the first song and when they heard it on the radio, were they saying, boy, maybe you can make it?
Yeah.
So they start to encourage you from that?
Yeah, it was a hit.
Okay.
Back in those days, it was like pre-release. Like it's a blank label.
Okay.
Until it released.
Yeah.
And it went one in Jamaica.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
So what year are we talking?
We're talking about 70, yeah, 70,
Okay.
71.
So you see, it's odd because you got your start and you just went right into the studio.
For real.
And a lot of singers started on sound system.
Yeah.
But you just were lucky to get your break to just go right into the studio.
But in my era, it wasn't about, it was sound system, but it wasn't about people singing off rhythm. In those days, people make their own rhythm. You go in the studio with a musician and you hum a thing, either the piano or the guitar, catch a chord, and we arrange the bass, we arrange this.
Wow.
So it was a whole different thing.
Yeah, it's not like now where everything's computerized and they make it come up so quick.
From 90 now, you get have a rhythm now and a man hear the rhythm and just put stuff on it.
Yeah.
But towards the end, sing to the producer.
And it's
Then
your
the
original
guitar.
rhythm and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
And you know, seriously, it's so sad a lot of musicians can't do that now.
Yeah.
You can't go in a studio right now and sit down and say hum a rhythm and they pick it up to get it.
Yeah, for real.
It's sad, you know?
For real.
with all the techno. You know, they say we're going forward, but in a way we're still going backward.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, so that was your first hit now.
Yeah.
So tell us the progression now. What happened after that?
Progression, it was on a hit line. I was doing songs like Madness, Serious Love, Africa Want to Go. We were down into the 70s with Money Worries, as everyone knows Money Worries.
Right.
But there was a lot of hits around that. You know what I'm saying? Like in Jamaica, in the 70s, they have a program with JBC. I don't know if you know of it. It's named Where It's At.
Okay.
But it's with the 10 top songs each week on
Okay.
the chart.
Yeah.
It was a live TV, black and white TV.
Black and white TV.
Yeah, you see me? So from them days, said, yeah man, and so have you right, Diamonds, every time the Diamonds were rivalry.
Yeah. So that was the era of the groups.
Yes.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Tones and work for the man. Yeah.
But you find it was more camaraderie, like people used to work together more in those days, you know? There wasn't no fighting or nothing. It was like a family thing,
It
right?
was a family thing.
Wow.
It was a joy to go studio.
And you lived there all day?
Yeah, with musicians. It was different. You know what I say? Yeah, man.
Wow.
For real.
So, okay, so was it like you guys wrote your own music or music was written for you?
Well, I'll give that to the musicians. But it was written right here. Like I will go to the studio.
No, but
In
lyrically,
those
I mean.
Yeah.
You wrote your own lyrics.
Yeah, own lyrics. Because I used to have maybe my little guitar. Would hear what I wanted and the changes, the bridges, the verses, and they put the instrument to it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
man,
good.
for real.
Okay, so now come forward now. Okay, Maytones had how many hits altogether? Like how many records did you guys record together before you came to Canada, you know, like?
Well, I would say we would have over about 300. You know what I mean? 300 going on. After a while, I kind of stopped counting.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can imagine from 70 until this time. And I only take one break. I take 1 year break.
Wow.
When my wife just have his first kid, I just take a break after the music for one year.
Wow.
And from that, from I go back on it 82, yeah.
Because you tour, you go to Brazil and all those places here. Wow. And you're waiting on a call. You told me you might be shipping out again soon.
Yeah, I'm supposed to play the reggae jam in Germany.
Okay.
It's confirmed now. It's 24 to 26 this month.
Yeah.
And then I'm supposed from there now. I think
Okay.
that's confirmed too. And a lot of little shows around. You know what I mean? But you know, as things go by, and every show you jump and take now.
No. But that's true. That's
Yeah.
true because you have to know how to space yourself and limit yourself also because you don't want to be a regular also.
Yes, and a lot of artists burn out themselves that way too.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
The road ain't no easy now.
No,
People think it's nice, but it's not nice.
it's not easy on you personally and family wise also.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
family behind you has to be strong,
Yeah,
you know?
for real.
Has to be really strong.
For real.
So how did you get this song? How did you feel when they approached you about putting the song in Rockers? How did that come about?
Well, it's all about the producer still. There was shopping for songs for that part, for the main, because you know the money was the main song for the movie.
Yeah.
That's the song.
The theme of it, Horse Mouth was there.
So they go through a lot of music and they choose money worries.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't have nothing to do with that. They just say they want Maytones money worries.
Okay. Okay, like back in those days now, you see like how now everybody's into like getting their mechanical license and all of that. In those days, how did it go in the backgrounds? Because you hear a lot of stories about Bob Marley giving away his first song, getting paid $42 or something like that. How was it like? Tell us about the finances and like how it went in those days.
Well, a lot of stupidness. But most of those things, they blame it on the artist. When I just started in the 70s when Gigi said yes one, Maytones to sing out. I used to work on a weekly salary. So I have my weekly. It was a whole of money, you know, but every week I have my
You know
salary.
you're getting that money.
See what I say? And when it comes to publishing and everything there, from an early age someone introduced me to PRS. That's a big music company in England. From my cousin to the whole of them. That's the biggest. So I registered them from 70.
Okay.
So anywhere in the world, my music there.
That's good. You were one of the smart ones.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh. And you know why? I think you paid more attention to it because you
Yeah.
weren't a one-hit wonder.
Absolutely.
You had your progression going, you know, you had your hits, you had your music. So you had to be, but a lot of artists these days aren't aware of, well, now they're getting more aware of it.
Yeah.
But you hear a lot of stories in those times of how I said people sold their songs for little or nothing
Yeah.
just to get money at the time, you know?
For real.
You know, so it's a good thing that you kept up on that.
Yeah.
So now you're here in Montreal. Thank God you're here. We have him in Montreal, grassroots. We have him.
Yeah, we're there.
Yes.
See?
And like, I'm glad. I'm Vern. I'm telling you, I'm so glad I have you here. I have that opportunity.
For real.
I'm really blessed, you know,
Yeah.
and I appreciate it.
For real.
So now you're doing your thing. You have your studio.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the studio?
Buckley's music.
Okay.
I'm
And you
publishing now too.
good.
So
Tell
if
us
you
about
have
it.
anything to publish, just call me Buckley's Publishing.
Okay.
See, coming a full night, you know.
Okay.
See, yeah.
So you're doing work with, because I mean, we did, Shani and I did backup for a song you had with,
Yeah, for real.
with Jimmy Riley.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're
that-
doing work
that
with a
was
lot
it.
of artists.
Yeah, that was the foundation compilation. With Sugar Mine and all that. Yeah, man. I plan for release a part 2. It's on the works now, but it's not finished.
Okay.
Yeah. And you need to come to the studio.
Yes, we'll be
Yeah.
in the studio, yes, for
Just
sure.
singing up people, man, I tell you. I'm gonna get fool you.
So, okay, so now so you work with the likes of Sugar Minot,
Yeah.
Jimmy Riley. Who else? Name a few.
Oh, so much. Glenn Washington, Maytones, Leroy Sibbles, yes, Tony Tough, Tomlins, Ken Board.
Oh, yes, we backed him up too.
Yeah, man.
Very nice, man.
Almost every big name. You know, that's it.
And you have all your rhythms that you're making and everything.
yeah.
So artists out there, Buckley's Music, we're gonna give you the contact info after.
Real.
Okay.
We have some wicked rhythm. I work with some people out of France and Amsterdam. And trust me, man, the man that play reggae music.
No, you know
Trust
what?
me.
I'm telling you, people, I was so
I tell you.
surprised. You know when you see, like, for instance, Johnny Osborne on the the festival in Germany, and
Yeah.
people, check it out. You see these bands with white musicians really, and I mean they're pumping the music, eh?
Yeah.
It's not a joke thing.
Trust me, man.
You know, that's one thing I have to say about Montreal musicians where they're lacking. We don't really have a firm band.
Yeah.
And what I think is lacking is, okay, if a man get a job to go back someone and they know, well, there's no other bands or other competition in Montreal. My gosh, man, go to school and learn how to write the music. Make yourself progress. Don't just sit there and just say, oh, cha, man, I know that rhythm. Once you're playing Slang Thing or
I think-
M16,
I think
go to
it's-
school and improve.
I think it's the financial thing, the whole financial thing around the music business in Montreal. You're kind of weird now because a man will just hold him job and penetrate on him job. And still can play good enough. But the 100%, no, put the 100% on it.
Oh,
You know what I say?
gosh.
Because bottom line ain't good at all. You know, can survive with it, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But the artist musician must stick to it and come. It have to come and it must come.
Yeah,
Like jam music, you see me?
Yes, because those were the days where you're going to a studio and you see artists outside waiting for a chance and they're singing and they want the producer to hear them
Yeah.
and call them in and say, come do something on this track.
For real.
You know, so that, what do you think about this cheating that they're doing now with the auto-tune?
Yeah, I tell you, man, it mash up the business to a sense. As I say, one step forward, two step back.
Yes.
Like that me see a burning spear, a liquor on it the other day. Watch music, man, read this and read that. So you get paid, you know, if you really set yourself, you will get paid, but you know, see what you say. Vinyl was a thing. See me? You see it?
And I mean, I recognize also that there's a difference between live artists and studio artists. Because you'll hear a man sing a record, you know, but when you go to the stage show and you expect the man to sound the same way, he doesn't sound the same way, and you're saying, is that the same person singing the song?
Yeah,
You know
for
what I
real,
mean?
for
So
real.
it's not good. It's not good.
For real.
But you know, like I say, I'm glad
Life
to
is
have
a
the
journey.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. So, you know, my job here is just to expose people.
For
And
real.
like I'm speechless, you know, I'm so glad, I'm overjoyed, you know?
Yeah, man. What's up?
Yes. So we're gonna take a time out and we're gonna go in and check out the studio.
For real.
Okay, stay tuned.
Aye.